This is Indonesia. It is roughly 3 times the size of Texas, but the population is roughly 264 million people, giving it a population over 9 times that of Texas, the second most populated state. Indonesia has a rich and unique culture. About 87% of the population is Muslim, along with most of them being Javanese. The portion of the population we will be focusing on are the rural fishermen. But first, a little bit of context. This is the economic pyramid. The levels are separated by GDP, giving the pyramid a top, middle, and bottom. Indonesia's GDP per capita is about 3.8 thousand, putting them about here. Not that bad. For comparison, this is the United States. Indonesia seems to have one of the wealthier economies in Asia. However, since the 1990s, the majority of the economy has been controlled by individual Indonesians and foreign companies, which means that there's less to go around for our fishermen. Which brings us here. Day-to-day life isn't so great for this particular segment of the population. A lot of Indonesians live in lean-tos along the river and depend on fishing for survival. They shop mostly from small markets and local merchants. The worst part of it all, these residents don't have a garbage collecting system. This brings us to the Citarum River. It is the single most polluted river in the world. The lack of a garbage collecting system allowed for huge landfills to pile up, and all of that waste eventually made its way into the water system. To this day, piles of garbage, everything from aluminum cans to dirty diapers, spill into the river. Some of it is picked up by scavengers, but most of the trash will sit in the river until it decomposes in many, many years. Everyday household waste is only the beginning of this pollution problem. Along with the cans, plastics, and other non-degradable wastes, some shocking toxins lurk in this water. Factories in Indonesia are allowed to pour waste into the surrounding waters. This means that harmful substances like fecal coliform bacteria and lead, and higher than recommended levels of aluminum, manganese, and iron exist in this water. The chemicals found here are harmful to humans, but toxic to the aquatic life in the river. Without the fish and other wildlife in the river, a lot of people who live there don't have jobs or they will go hungry. Luckily, there are people working on tackling this problem. The United Nations created a list of 16 Sustainable Development Goals to focus on all around the world. These goals include things like zero hunger, no poverty, quality education, and, the segment we're focusing on, life below water, along with many more. So you may be thinking, how can I help the people in Indonesia? First of all, you can always watch your pollution and carbon footprint. There are always organizations that you could donate to, and finally, you could consider joining my panel. I am looking for experts on Indonesia, the Citarum, or just water pollution in general, who can give me more knowledge on the topic, help me brainstorm solutions, and preview various prototypes as I work to solve this problem. If you or someone you know would be willing to help, don't hesitate to reach out. If we work together, I truly believe we can solve the Citarum problem.